For this week's Just the Tip segment, I'm kind of keeping in line with some of the business stuff that I was talking about earlier with previous companies. And I'm going to talk to you about something that I am not an expert in, but I have adopted this behavior or this technique in my professional work. And it's really helped me over the last, I would say, year or so, be really more dialed in and be much more productive. And what I'm talking about is block scheduling at work. And you may know this, you may not. I don't think I'm reinventing the light bulb here. I'm just sharing information. But it's basically a technique where you block off sections of time on your calendar and you devote it to a specific task or a specific task with a group of subtasks that are kind of under it. So for me, an example of that could be following up on leads, right? Maybe I'll block off an hour of that twice a week or something like that. And for that hour, I'm not answering phone calls. I'm not answering emails. I'm not doing anything else other than following up on leads. Now, within that block category, there's some micro transactions that are in there as well, where part of that might be requiring me to update my CRM tool, or part of that might be requiring me to update an outstanding quote or update an outstanding project or something like that. But the idea is you kind of close off to the world. You work hard, deep core work on one task or one group of tasks for a certain period of time. And if you watch and read and listen to all the productivity experts, they really talk about the best way to be the most successful is you kind of have to dedicate certain blocks of time to deep work where you just completely shut everything out and focus, and you just go all in on whatever it is that you're doing. So for me, to a little bit less degree, the block scheduling works where I schedule emails, time for emails at 30-minute intervals. I'll do that 3 times a day. And at those 3 times, that's the only thing I'm doing is I'm responding to emails, I'm checking emails. If I don't have stuff, I am cleaning out my old emails. So the whole idea is I am keeping that portion really tight and really up to date and really cleaned up. And then I'll move on to the next thing. So you might feel some guilt associated with that. You might feel some self-induced pressure to respond right away to an email or a phone call or whatever. But if you were in a meeting, for example, and this is what I tell the people on my team, if you're in a sales meeting with a customer and you get a phone call from another customer, you're not stopping that meeting, right, to take another call. You'll wait till you're done with your current meeting. And once you walk out in the parking lot or in your car, then you'll call the customer back maybe. So I would treat it the exact same way. No one else knows that you're not in a sales meeting or that you're not doing something else. So block off that time. And if you can stick to it, it will be unbelievably rewarding. So that is this week's Just the Tip, block scheduling. Give it a try.